to Tanisha Talks Tea, where we dive into authentic conversations about ourselves and our community, exploring topics that uplift and inspire us. From personal growth to social change. So grab your teacup and get ready to join the conversation. Bees. Remember, show me the attributes and things that they spoke to about Yella Beezy. Unfortunately, his actions outside of his music career are not painting him to be, the best possible civilian, you know what I mean, that he could be. Whereas, just shootouts and fights and lots of different back and forths of diss tracks that would ultimately, lead to them using them in the court against them. And you guys know this is not the first time that we have saw things like this occur, right? Where they use the tracks, the lyrics that rappers speak, right? Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Okay. Like the rapper that was with No Limit, right? That started back in the 90s with No Limit, not See Murder, another guy had just really came out, right? And he was in a nightclub and a guy ended up getting shot and killed, and they used his lyrics and his lyrics only to sentence him. He did like 25 years, 30 years in prison. He just, recently has been released like the past 5 to 10 years or something like that, y'all. Um, so they only used his lyrics. They put him in a courthouse that, was not of his peers, was not of, anyone that may be relatively familiar with his music and maybe understand, his reasoning behind how he was on the day-to-day, basis, living his life, just trying to survive in the Magnolia Projects, right? They put him in a courthouse with nothing but older, elderly Caucasian people that, of course, would not ever have heard of him or anything. But when they heard the music that he, was putting out, they automatically, convicted him. So they do that to rappers. While some of us may think, oh, it's cute, oh, it's, invigorating or inspiring to listen to rappers talk about killing each other in very heinous, malicious ways, when someone ends up dead, surrounding their circle of life, they go back and they use those lyrics to prosecute and convict them. And that appears to be what they're doing to Yella Beezy now. Okay. It's unfortunate that Yella Beezy, chose to take this route instead of holding his head up and keep on going on for the, sanctity of his family and his life. Because what do you do when you are seemingly being taken care of by a person, just like if a person dies without life insurance? Okay, what do your family do? What does Yella Beezy's baby mama do to pay that mortgage on the mansion? You see what I'm saying? How does she keep up the lifestyle of what Yella Beezy did in his musical career? So all of those things are just, something to take into account when you would rather focus on the beef instead of what got you cooking in the first place out here, making a name for yourself and a, career of music. And you see the bailiffs up there? Those are the type of niggas, while they standing there laughing, will go outside and play one of Yella Beezy or Mo3's song. And talk about them in the sense of, yeah, that dumb nigga in there. We got Yella Beezy in there, man. Yeah, we just took Yella Beezy out till the judge come back from
reviewing the footage of the two alleged hired hitmans, man. Y'all like that nigga music, but that nigga dumb, man. That nigga dumb for that shit, man. Just out here wasting their life. It ain't lying. You see what I'm saying? But these are black men that chose to do the best they could to stand on the side of right by being a civil servant in the eyes of the judicial system. You see what I'm saying? They're looking at Yella Beezy like you took an opportunity to make a career, make a, monumental life for yourself. And this is the low level energy that you potentially may have allegedly brought out into the community. This is not what the community put into you. Why did you put this back out in the community? This is going to be a hard one for Yella Beezy. Because the court opinion already is not in his favor. Let's listen in. The judge just walked back in.
Okay, go ahead and get the defendant back out. Okay, the court
Sat back down.
ready? Yes, Judge. All right, the court's ready to make my ruling. The court is going to reduce the bond to $750,000.
He got a bond reduction, y'all.
The court took into consideration, certainly, the biggest consideration was the offense, the severity of this particular offense. It's pretty egregious to watch that video. But the court also took into consideration the evidence or lack of evidence that the state presented. That was a factor also. Another concern I had was the financial statement that the defendant was to put on file. He didn't seem to take that very seriously at all. And that causes me a concern about whether or not he's taking seriously the allegations against him. So I am going to set the bond at $750,000 with the bond conditions that were already set. But included on that, I want it to be very clear, Mr. Conway, that you are to have no contact, direct or indirect, no threatening or harassment of any victim, witness, co-defendant. If it's you or anybody on your behalf, there's going to be a problem. Do you understand that? Okay, you all can stand. I'm talking to you now. So that's going to be a concern. And then I want to make sure that you provide the court with correct information regarding your person of contact, because basically this affidavit seemed to be your way of saying, forget y'all. I don't want your opinion about it. Yeah. Seemed to be your way of saying, forget y'all. So you need to provide correct, accurate information regarding who is your person of contact should there be any type of problem. I hope that you're taking this seriously because your responses in this affidavit kind of indicate that you're not. You understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is there anything else?
No, you're going to say, Your Honor.
Anything else from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Yella Beezy bond got reduced, y'all, to 750,000. And we ain't selling out of court right now, but for nothing but 750,000. Okay. So, is that 10% or is that, full amount of the bond? We will be continuing. Do y'all think Yella Beezy will make bond? The judge reduced it significantly from $2 million to $750,000. Huh.
I gotta get the judge to sign off on the order for you to get the thing out.
Yes. And I will also
Let's see.
request. Hi, good morning, ma'am. Good morning, Judge.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well, ma'am. I wanted to ask for.
Eve to me is basically
Yella Beezy, bond reduced. I know Diddy wish he could. Girl, what's Diddy bond? 500,000. Girl, I know he wish he could.
Make a request to get a copy of the
But do we got a bigger bond than Diddy? Ain't Diddy bond like 500,000?
That would be great. Thank you. So you here with the reports, or I represent Kewan White. Kewan White. Okay, so he's a co-defendant. Okay.
Girl.
Thank you so much.
Now she done walked up in there and said she represents Kewan, his co-defendant.
Oh, okay.
Was Kewan scared? A little bit, still a little scared. Oh, Kewan. Boo-hoo. That seems to be it for that. What do y'all think, y'all? Bond reduction for Yella Beezy. What is Ratchet TV over here talking about?
John Wilder Price.
Okay, yeah.
John Wilder Price is uncle, bro. John Wilder Price is the only one to ever beat a trial in this bitch, bro. Do the homework, man. That's why I say I was trying to get a ton of way to get on there, but I'm not with the live shit. I don't know how to work my phone 42, but I don't know how to work this phone like that. Okay, so that's one thing. This nigga, John Wilder Price, owns half of the commissary. He owns commissary. Nigga owns some of that shit up in there. He right along Michael Jordan. That nigga own a lot of shit in there, though. So that $2 million, they just don't want to touch it. Like say, they came with them papers to not pay the $2 million because somebody know what somebody know. If they paid $2 million, you found anything up in there because you won't have to take it to trial because you still don't want the time. That $2 million ain't probably buying you time for about 4 more years, bro. And it don't matter how much money you come up with. For 4 years, they gonna be doing their homework. So that $2 million really turns still off to your life sentence / life without parole. You still gonna say anything. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly, I think it's Smurf Franklin, bro. On my mama, nigga. This is my cousin, bro. That's my cousin. I'm married in this family, bro. And I'm a Cliff nigga. I'm a Fall Ridge, Keystone Pope nigga. I'm affiliated with them. But when I found out my cousin, I had to step back. And then I can't be out here like a 1 million army. Like the same thing with Yella. Nigga Mo3's lost all his old entourage. I know the circle. I know people that left Mo3. Mo3 had his old circle. Mo3 when the guy killed, fam. That's all new circle. So that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just, like for real, bro. I've been telling people this shit, bro. That's not the damn when it wasn't the killer. That 40,000, yeah, probably was just the 3. But who paid the other nigga?
Girl, they say, let me pause this for a minute. They say Kewan White makes deal with the DA and is star witness against Yella Beezy in the murder for hire plot. White helped obtain phone records, phone recordings, and money wiring evidence and incriminating evidence against Marquise Conway, aka Yella Beezy, y'all. Ooh. Why the state saying they ain't got no evidence? Maybe that's why Kewan, let me get comfortable, girl. I just ate. Excuse me. Lawyer walked in there after the bail was reduced and wanted to speak to the judge because
Yella Beezy's defense is saying that they don't really have a lot of evidence on tying him into the murder. But apparently, people are saying that Keywan White has made a deal and has turned over state's evidence, and he is a co-defendant of Yella Beezy. He got phone recordings and money wiring evidence against Marquise, aka Yella.
Nobody saying they busted down. So if they ain't busted down, who paid the other niggas? And then who paid for Boosie hit too? Come on, bro. Them niggas made this a lot of money being passed around in real life. But yeah, I hear you though. You really about like I said, keep up the good work, bro. Keep up the good work, G.
I appreciate you, guys.
Straight up.
All right.
All right.
All right, somebody, hold on, y'all, because this other nigga just say I lied on him. Hold on. Let's call this nigga back. You just texted me and said you gonna sue me.
Hey man, I just told you to put me in that shit, Kimbo. Don't you know I got niggas calling?
You said what?
I got niggas on the fucking phone.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm saying, but hey,
what? I can't hear you, fam. Your phone keep cutting out. Your phone keep cutting out, bro.
Kimbo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Niggas saying you got my name up there, Kimbo.
I don't know your name.
What name is up there posted up on that thing, man? The people looking at they calling me.
What name, nigga? Look at my stream. I don't have no name up there. I don't even know who you are. How am I gonna give somebody your name and I don't even know who you are?
The niggas just called me a while ago, told me my name up there, Kimbo, clear daylight, man. That's why they
okay,
called me.
well, why don't you go in my stream and look for yourself? I don't know your damn name. I don't know what
dude trolling.
People just love to put themselves in some shit for no apparent motherfucking reason. Ratchet TV is up here talking about, like everybody else, the Yella Beezy court hearing, right? This nigga done just, you got my name up here. Like, what are you on? He got Yella Beezy court hearing live. Girl.
That motherfucker slow.
Okay, hold on, Kimbo. I'm gonna call the nigga right now. The nigga will tell you what he saw up there, man. And how a nigga know that was me. I'm gonna call the nigga right now. Nigga will tell you the same thing what he saw, fool.
I don't give a fuck what he saw. I know for a fact I ain't put nobody's name up there. So
I cannot, y'all. We are sipping tea over on Ratchet TV. Okay. Go over to YouTube and subscribe to Ratchet TV. And make sure y'all cash app him, show him some love. He on IG, YouTube, all that good stuff. Okay.
So
I just played the live back. I don't see it.
Our conversation.
I'm not worried about this nigga talking about, yeah, hang up. I don't know what the fuck you nigga. Fuck you and your homeboy. We out here.
Y'all be wildin'. Why do y'all insist on putting y'all name in some business that ain't got nothing to do with you? If you want to talk about saying Ratchet TV said, come up and talk about Yella Beezy court hearing, y'all on some, my name is somewhere on your goddamn live stream. Is he talking about you? No, we're talking about Yella Beezy today.
The alternator, nigga.
Yeah, get your weird
It
ass
can't
on,
be
bro.
up there. It's a
How
phone
he
call.
gonna sue you and he volunteered to come up here?
And he know I'm on live. Like, nigga, you know I'm sitting here live. You calling my phone on live. Somebody I put his name up there. Nigga, I don't know your name. My camera not even on. What is you talking about?
Dude trolling, man.
Someone got him fired up.
Man, somebody threatened the fuck out of his ass.
Yep.
Hold on,
I know he ain't one of the dudes on this picture with the 8 dudes.
No, that's Keywan.
Nah, that's all one person. That's Keywan.
Oh shit, my damn dog. Stop.
We're gonna fast forward a little bit because Ratchet TV always got some ratchet shit going on. That's why I fuck with his channel.
Attention to that great BMW.
I'm listening to you.
You hear me?
Yeah, we listening.
Yeah, y'all ain't paying attention to that great BMW. If you play the video back, that great BMW was talking to that black Camaro. That great BMW was with them.
Facts. I do agree that there was more than one car.
Yeah, now hey, put the video back up there. That great BMW was talking to that great car. Now, if you look at that video and that tattoo on his forehead, that is the same tattoo he got on his forehead. You know what I'm saying? They got the same tattoo, but that tattoo can be removed off his neck. See, Yella paid him to do the hit, but all he did was have somebody else to do it. So what they're gonna do is throw the whole case out. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna catch him for the putting the hit together, but they don't got the actual person that killed them.
Yeah, I agree.
So they gonna have to throw
think
that case out for him to get all the way out. He gonna say, well, who was the person that actually shot him? If Yellow pays you to do the hit.
But Yella
There's
going
too
down.
many people involved in this case. Somebody gonna kill.
Y'all gotta look at that great BMW. That great BMW was shooting too.
But yeah, I think that they shot his tires. That's what I believe.
Yeah, now you see, and when you see him running with that chopper, zoom all the way in. He got that same tattoo on his forehead. That same symbol on his forehead. That's the same symbol. Yeah, that great BMW. And then
I agree. The case does seem like it does have a little bit of flimsiness to it. And this is why I think so. They only got Kiwan. Kiwan is already in there for several different offenses, heinous crimes. Kiwan is a terrorist on the streets, right? So people are known for doing that. You know what I'm saying? If he is known to be around Yella Beezy or whatever, and they already speculating in the streets that Yella Beezy has ties to want to kill Mo3, then Marquise already got, or not Marquise, that's Yella Beezy. Kiwan already got enough shit to want to be like, you know what? If I give them this and say, because people already, word on the curb and all of that shit, that Yella Beezy wanted revenge for believing that Mo3 shot him 9 times, something of the sort, right? Then Kiwan might just try to see his end, to try to see his way out if he gives up Yella Beezy for the murder for hire plot. Now, if he can prove through real evidence that Yella Beezy said, whatever to get them to take this attempt out on Mo3, and it ended up with him being murdered, and there's money wiring evidence around the day, you know what I'm saying? Look like it would be some money for hiring a hit, whatever the case may be. That could definitely get Yella Beezy some fucking time. Okay. How much would be the question?
On Texas, they said Trap Boy Freddy was in that great BMW. Now that's the word was in the on the street. They said that great BMW, Trap Boy Freddy and that other dude was in there. Tattoo that he got on his forehead, that's the same tattoo, but you don't see that symbol on his neck though. So that can be a fake tattoo to get that tattoo removed to make it seem like it's somebody else. But they said Trap Boy Freddy was in that great BMW next to that black Camaro. All they did is told that great BMW to keep going.
Damn.
I still don't.
Too,
I appreciate that, brother.
I still.
Earlier,
Hold on, y'all, on the headphone, because he can't hear y'all. All right, bro. You got anything else?
Nah, that's it though. But hey, the word in the street said Trap Boy Freddy was in that great BMW though.
All right, I appreciate you, gang.
All right.
All right. Now y'all can talk. My bad. When I'm on the phone, they can't hear y'all.
Hey, remember too, we were told that Trap was in and out of different vehicles.
Yeah, we did. But no, I got somebody who was on the freeway that day and seen Trap Boy Freddy hop out of a car into a SUV. I got somebody that actually witnessed Trap Boy Freddy doing it, but I had that information years ago.
I would assume that's why Trap was posting videos of him in that SUV just to cover himself. Like, nah, I was in this SUV. I wasn't in no BMW.
I still don't get how they all ended up. Like, it couldn't have been a coincidence that they all was on the freeway that day.
Facts.
I think I think Trap was putting himself in those videos just to prove that he ain't had nothing to do with it. That's why he calls his album his distraction. Trap is just nothing but a distraction. But
I agree.
he knows what happened though.
Oh,
Because
100%.
some of
You
his
know what
people
happened.
involved. Yep. And that's where Smurf comes in. Smurf was involved. I know that.
Sheesh.
Hey, to that one dude that said Yella go beat this, no, he ain't, because there's too many niggas involved. All they got to do is put the pressure on the right one, and he gonna tell everything.
Keywan.
That's true.
Keywan lawyer just left out of the courtroom when the judge reduced Yellow Beezy's bond. So I believe it's gonna be Keywan. She came in, she's like, "Hi, I'm Keywan's lawyer. Yeah, I just want to introduce myself to you because I think after they shut the cameras down or whatever." And she told them, I don't know what the defense is talking about. I have evidence that Keywan has given me a phone recordings and money wiring evidence and maybe whatever else he may have. What if he, then gave him the gun? We're gonna see.
There's too
Yeah.
many people involved. No way he gonna beat this.
That's where everyone loses at this gamble. Is they always think everyone's gonna be solid. It just takes one person.
That's it.
Unless they let him get on just so they can give everything over to the feds.
The one that's gonna tell is the one that don't trust his bitch, thinks he gonna be out here fucking, so he gonna tell everything so he can watch his bitch.
Yep.
That's facts.
I think they all go tell on each other.
Oh, everybody got to snitch though, man, because the only way out of it for everybody is to snitch. And I'm telling y'all, that's why Devin Brown and Keywan made deals. There's only one way out, or y'all going down for y'all gonna get pointed out as the people that took out Mo3, and everybody in Dallas knows they didn't do it.
Do y'all think Earl Spence involved?
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why him and Yellow was out. They left.
Ooh, they grab Earl Spence. He ain't finna give up his boxing career. He telling.
Yeah, it says somebody who was watching recognized that dude voice, and now he getting threats and he want to blame me. Yeah, he talking about he gonna sue me, nigga. You ain't suing shit, bro. Sue these nuts.
He said
Tell him, side,
his
you can't
name
even
was on the
afford a
internet.
lawyer.
Hey, we 400 subscribers away from 183K. Can everybody in this chat make sure you subscribe to the channel? Everybody in this chat, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. We need 400 subscribers to get to 183,000, man. Let's go.
For sure.
No, we turning up. We turning up on this motherfucker. Man, I don't know. Yella Beezy definitely gonna come home, but it's looking like they want him to start talking to somebody. That's what it's looking like. They want to monitor Yella Beezy's movements and further implicate him in some more shit.
I guarantee you he's finna put a tour together.
Oh no, he ain't doing.
He ain't going nowhere.
Nah, he
They
ain't
ain't gonna
going
let him.
nowhere. Nah, he can't make. He can't even leave. He gonna be on 24-hour house confinement. They just gonna monitor his phone calls and his visitors.
He's gonna go home, see his kids, start crying and snitch.
I thought they said he could work.
I don't
He'll
know.
be working from home.
Yeah. They be working doing studio. Better build a studio at your shit.
Yup.
Hey, Ratchet.
Yeah, what's
Hey,
good?
I got a question. Okay, so I ain't trying to drop no names on here and get nobody else so caught off you, but you know that dude, his last name.
Don't say nobody's name on here, especially a YouTuber.
All right, I'm gonna say the person that Rainwater tried to connect you with. It's an interviewer dude out here. Didn't he have like Yella Beezy and Rainwater do an interview together?
Rainwater got everybody doing everything for him.
Him and Yella did like an interview together.
Hold on, we got Ace. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Lolo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, go ahead, Ace.
Say, man, I want to chime in on the court side because
Yeah, I can hear
everybody
you.
on the same angle on the theory side. You know what I'm saying? But on the court side, I don't think a lot of people understand, man. In this situation where you got an artist or anybody who got that type of money, and Yellow Duke got money. First, I want to say he didn't not want to bond out on that $2 million because he didn't have that money. What he wanted to do was lower the bond so he could pay them out to where he could get his money back if he could beat the case. So it's a big difference. Yeah, you could pay that 10%. He could have paid the 10% of the $2 million. But the goal is you want to get your money back. So you want to lower that bond so you can pay
Right.
that bond and get your money back. So
Because
that's
in Texas, you pay 10% to get out. You don't get that money back.
you don't get the money back. So
That
that's
money goes to the bail bondsman.
right. So that's fact number one. And number two, if you pay that 10% and you get out on bond like that, the bondsman is going to be 100 times more strict on you running around than they would if you pay that whole bond and they ain't got to worry about getting their money. Fact number two, back to what I said, it's a lot easier for people with this type of money to beat these cases because you got to look at the witnesses. Most of the witnesses in this case, except for maybe Rainwater, are going to have criminal history. They're going to have criminal convictions. And Key White, even though
Thank you. Ain't that what we just said, T-Talkers? Kewan White, you know what I'm saying? He already in there right now on a deal for a gun charge, on a conviction for a gun charge. Of course, he's trying to tie himself, but he thinking if I can get Yella Beezy indicted and convicted, maybe this will get me some time off my sentence.
he would be snitching, he's going to be the worst witness on that stand. You got to understand the lawyer that's going to go into this courtroom with Yella Beezy during a real trial is not going to be that lawyer that's we saw trying to get his bond. That's just a simple criminal bond lawyer. He's going to have real deal lawyers on his cases. He's going
Somebody like Drew Finley.
right. He's going to have real deal lawyers on his cases. Yella Beezy is not going to be on the stand, and the only one thing that lawyer or multiple lawyers is going to have to do to get Yella Beezy walked up out of there is present doubt to the jury, and that's going to be the easiest thing to do when you got a whole slew of lineup of people with convictions sitting up there testifying on that stand. No different than the Young Thug case. All they got to do is present a little bit of doubt, and it's a wrap. So it's not going to be as easy to convict Yella Beezy as y'all think it's going to be. No matter how much evidence is out there, all it takes is one split second of doubt, and it's all that stuff goes out the window. But it's gonna make an interesting case.
So how do you think he beats it? What do you think is going to be a key factor of him getting off?
Well, you got to think about it. Like we all sitting up here talking about what's going on. Sorry about that. We all sitting up here talking about what's going on in the streets. What's going on in the streets is just going to be a bunch of jabber in the courtroom. You got to of in the mind of a good lawyer of how a case is going to be get beat. That's what they get paid to do. So how they beat this case is probably going to have nothing to do with none of what we sitting around here talking about.
The street
These
shit.
lawyers are masterminds. When you're talking about the big money lawyers. So what they're going to do is attack the credibility of Keon White. They're going to attack the credibility if Freddie is brought up in there. They're going to attack the credibility of Freddie, and we know he ain't snitching, so I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if his name is brought up in there, they're going to attack the credibility of all these people, and then they're going to create some one nuance, whether it's real or not, to get Yella Beezy walked up out of there. So I can't say specifically what's going to happen because the lawyer is going to create that scenario. It's not going to be anything obvious that we sitting in here talking about. And I'm just being real. I'm not siding with nobody, and I'm definitely not even siding with Yellow on this, but I'm just speaking of how courtrooms work and how people with a certain amount of money get off these cases. That's just fact.
That make me think is Yella still signed because like NBA YoungBoy, YMW Melly, Young Thug, the label stepped in when they caught these cases. Where's the Beezy label at?
It doesn't matter where his label is. It's about how much money he actually got. And Yella got money. That's just a cold hard fact. He got money. And even if he ain't got it in cash, which he does have cash, his equity will convert to money in this situation.
That make me think, I wonder what is his catalog worth?
His catalog ain't worth nothing near as much as other people who done sold their catalogs, but he still has that now money. He still has that streaming money, which Ratchet, streaming money is way more money than people think, especially if a YouTuber can jump on YouTube and make enough money to make a living off of. Just think of how much these artists that are still relevant, even if they don't have a hit song on the radio, can still make just by being on Instagram, just by being on these platforms. They got money.
But he could have signed a bullshit deal.
Well, most of these artists do sign bullshit deals, but they don't sign the old school 360 deals that everybody was just getting fucked on because the 360 deals was out open in the public. So they don't have to sign those type of deals. And you got to remember that Yella Beezy is connected in different ways, and his endorsements off the type of song that he had, That's On Me, that was a hit. His endorsement money was hella big off that one damn song. So people don't factor in everything that these artists make money off of when they get to a certain height. Yeah, he may have been a one-hit wonder, kinda, but he still had the Metroplex behind him. I lived in the Metroplex. So there's still a lot of ways that Beezy made money that would not be accounted for by people just sitting there trying to count his dollars.
But it makes you think, though, a double platinum artist sitting in jail, stuck in jail with a $2 million bond. It makes you think.
He wasn't stuck in jail, bro. He was trying to get that bond down so he could pay all of that bond. I don't care who you is. You don't want to pay no $2 million unless you're a billionaire. $2 million is a big chunk out your money, not knowing if you're going to be able to beat that beat that case. You got to remember, he's still going to have to cough up at least $1 million to get a good lawyer. And it's going to cost him more than that $1 million because this is going to be a long trial.
All right, I got some paperwork coming.
Hey, do y'all think that lawsuit with Rainwater play a part why he didn't want to put that money up?
No.
No, I don't think so.
That's small case, man.
Yeah. And don't forget, he got EJ in his corner. EJ got a lot of money.
All right, I got a document coming. Let's pull this document up. Give me a second.
What was that lawsuit with Rainwater settled?
Don't that sound like Scruncho Tea Talkers? I want to thank all 177 of y'all for being in here. I just jumped back on my Tea Talks. Y'all I have been, handling BI in my personal home life. And of course, I've been keeping up with the tea. I'm always sipping. But however, I need to get up, but I'm just, invested in getting all of the understanding of what's going on with Yella Beezy. Because like I said, I was a supporter of that song. I still play That's On Me. And when I heard because I don't really go into like the lives of
people that I, listen to and look at and things like that, unless it comes across my whiteboard. If it don't come across my whiteboard, then I really don't, be somewhere looking for what they got going on. So not for nothing, when this came across my whiteboard, he was at the top of things for me to get into and sip some tea with y'all about. So I'm intrigued to see. You know what I'm saying? Because I cannot definitively say what I really, would think may occur, because the G code is not of the G code that I grew up on. So I'm not used to the ways of how the YNs are talking on the internet about all the gangster stuff that's going on. Putting all of their, things, underhanded, seedy moves, and how they gain their rise to stardom and things like that. I'm not used to them putting the actual description and depiction on a video or a song type shit. So, unknown caller. You're calling me from Houston, Texas. Oh, I know who that is. I don't feel like talking to them. Okay. Anyway, somebody calling me right now from Houston, Texas. Anyway, let's keep talking this tea. Ratchet TV say he got some documents that just came in. I'm gonna talk this tea real quick, and then we're gonna listen in on what that document is. I can't definitively say how I, think one way. I like what one of the last callers just spoke on, as far as like what real lawyers do with real money for real niggas that actually invest in getting a real lawyer to fight something like this. Because like I said, murder for hires are hard to prove if you don't got definitive evidence. You can't just say somebody hired me to kill some motherfucking body and you ain't got no okay, you don't have, hi Callie, you don't have no evidence. That's like somebody saying, oh, like I said, I had a little crew or something, say I was like, in a little crew or whatever, and they did some dirt outside of what we did together, and they get caught for it. And I don't. And I'm still living in a mansion. I'm still living my life. I'm still out here fucking these hoes. I'm still out here doing me. You see what I'm saying? And they're looking at that shit and they're like, oh, damn. Well, people are already, because of the beef that, Tanisha Talks Tees had with whoever in the fuck, speculating, you know what I'm saying? Streets, they tack on, add on. It's a whole bunch of fuck nigga energy going around in 2025. That's why I don't be in the streets, okay? And I thank God my time has passed and it was nowhere near as ratchet as y'all streets is today. Okay, the streets that I'm on today are just not, so I'm so far removed from the street life that y'all YNs is putting y'all, it don't even make no sense. Like, y'all need to just do better on y'all streets and find better streets to, live your life on. Because these streets is killing y'all. Y'all killing each other. And back to what I was saying. And you know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, well, they already had some type of, motion and it was, sickening between them. Let me go on ahead and throw this out here. Yeah, I already know that they had, a sickening ass situation going on. So I'm finna dead it, right? Yeah, she paid me to kill him type shit. Because they already had beef. They already had such and such a situations going the fuck on, right? Who wouldn't, believe that? And then people are running around speculating that Mo3 had or shot up Yella Beezy. Who in the fuck wouldn't think that now that Mo3 is dead, that Yella Beezy bit the block, went around the corner, came back and killed Mo3? Who wouldn't think that, especially with the way y'all young niggas is living y'all's life today? Okay, let's see what Ratchet TV is talking about. He said he just pulled us some shit. Let's see.
400,000. All right. We got a document coming up. Modification right here.
His bond modification. Yeah.
State of Texas versus Marquise Conway, modification of bond condition, sheriff's notification pursuant to the court in reviewing the defendant's application previously set bond and bond conditions and considering the defendant's ability to make bail, all of the evidence presented at the bail hearing, if any, and all of the relevant factors relating to the setting of bail and bail conditions modifies the bond and or conditions of bond indicated below. The bail is set at $750,000. It says the court finds the following conditions of bond apply to the defendant. It says he has to appear at all court settings, no alcohol or drugs, submit to alcohol and drug testing, do not possess any deadly weapons, no new arrests or charges. It says no contact with co-defendants, no contact or communication with victim in any manner, do not threaten or harass victim or the family, pets, or whatever, witnesses. It says he cannot contact any witnesses. He has to surrender his passport, and he has to remain in Dallas County. So no, he can't leave Dallas County. And it says
But he ain't on home confinement though. Do it say that?
I know he's on a monitor, but it does not say anything about.
I told you it wasn't. That's just so they can monitor him in Dallas, so he could put shows on in Dallas.
Ain't nobody booking that nigga no damn Dallas. He ain't getting no damn shows. He wasn't getting no shows before. Shit.
Nah, he's bad for business right now.
Yeah, plus that shoot that shit up. He can't carry no weapons and shit. So he ain't finna be moving around doing that.
That's the point right there.
It just made me wonder how strong that case is in general as far as evidence against him, because capital murder with the aggravating factors of him, they saying he paid for it, which obviously he did, but for them to even consider bond in the state of Texas, less than 20% of defendants accused of capital murder even receive a bond. Usually it's denied by the judge, but just on grandma or whatever, but a bond reduction on capital murder with life,
Well, you gotta think about it in this way. That's kind of a setup, because you're absolutely right. They usually wouldn't give a bond in that case, but and they let you
Hey,
know.
you got a lot of static going on in your end. Hold on.
Yeah, that sounds like somebody else. Let me mute real quick.
I got it. I found it.
You good?
Yeah.
So that's a setup for the feds, man, and they know that because they're working with them. Basically, what'll happen is they gonna try to the best of their ability. Like y'all said earlier, they're not gonna present all of the evidence they have, because if they present all of the evidence that they have right now, then the defense gonna get to go out there and do their homework and attack that evidence early. So they're not gonna release that right now. But it's still a setup, because what'll happen is they can sit there and put Beezy through all of this, make him spend all his money in this trial, and then the feds are backdoored and pick it up because they done had way more time to use what was discovered and mentioned in this case, and they can add whatever homework they've been doing in the background to it. And even if he beat this case, they can pick it right back up. Even if they get it dismissed, feds can pick it right back up. So it's a crazy game that they playing, and the game is usually to drain as much money out of Beezy as they can. That'll be the question of how much money Beezy really got, because the goal is going to be to drain his money until you can't afford to defend yourself, which I'm pretty sure there's ways he can get that money later, but they're going to drain him. And if he beat this case, he still got to worry about the feds trying to pick it back up.
Yeah, there's no doubt they're trying to tie three people so they can take a federal RICO. There's no doubt they want Errol Spence or Trap, but and I don't believe Keywan pulled the trigger, but like y'all saying, he had it done. I don't know. Of course, they'll want the shooter, but I think he would qualify if they could get Errol Spence going in on the money. I believe Keywan would be enough to qualify to be a RICO, even though he per se didn't kill him.
Yeah, but Keywan credibility is fucked, bro. Like, he can get up in that courtroom and snitch all he wants to. Who's gonna believe him?
Yeah, he about like that, about like Woody in the YSL. Okay, that's about.
And not to mention, like, even if you were paid to do this murder for hire, like, you're gonna have to get in the courtroom and admit you did it. I don't know what kind of deal that the state of
And
Texas.
now that was my point. That is he saying that so Keywan is going to be the witness? So is he saying, is he admitting to the hit? Is he saying that he did it?
Well,
Or hold on, let me finish. Or is he saying that he paid me to do it, but somebody else did it? So,
but think about this,
bro,
Rich.
okay, hold on, give me a second, bro. You keep, hey, James, I don't know what you got going on, but who is that? That ain't him. I think that's this two real dude. I don't know who that is. Let me get them up out of here. All right, what's up, Gina? Hey,
What's up? What's up,
keep
family?
on, somebody keep on. It's like y'all keep on making your mic static. Somebody get too close to your microphone or something. I don't want to start kicking people out the panel. But like I was saying, salute Gino. But I was saying, is Keywan White about to say, yeah, he did it, or is he saying that I was paid to do it, but I didn't do it? And somebody got to. Hey,
I believe the
hold on one
dude.
second. Somebody got some feedback though. Hey James, bro, I think it's you, dog. All right, go ahead, Gino.
Yeah, man. I think Ratchet. I think Key One phone is gonna give them their death sentence, bro. See, that phone was on that freeway, and that phone was by 3 body, right?
I'm
And
listening to you.
Yella Beezy, that's he done for, man. Like this, that's it. This is it, bro.
Well,
The
check.
whole the
Hold
whole
on,
way.
y'all mute y'all mic if y'all not talking. I can't figure out who that is with that static. Mute your mics, dog. If y'all not talking, mute your mic. No, no, not you, Gino. You talking? Go ahead, Gino.
Okay, yeah, man. The whole way you painted that picture, all in the beginning with the Spence and the Yellow Beezy thing, they gonna get Beezy, and they gonna get Earl Spence, and that's gonna be the end of it. Three touched to both of them, and they both paid to get 3 back.
Facts. And remember, when this happened, they went out of town together. So
That's right.
it's kind of crazy that Yella Beezy is supposed to be the one that paid for the hit, but he went out of town with Errol Spence, the next nigga that we know wanted Mo3 out the way.
Right.
So y'all
They
went to Mexico. Y'all left the country together.
they was together. So both of the people that paid the bags went together, went out of town, and made it seem like they was far away from everything was going on when they was right into the shit.
Facts. Now you cooking, Gino. You got
Yeah,
it. You got
yeah,
it.
yeah, bro. Like I say, they can say what they can say all this up here what they want, man. Beezy is done, bro.
Yeah, and I think that when they take him to trial, I think they're gonna have more co-defendants with his ass. I don't think it's just gonna be him, Keywan, and Devin saying word of mouth. I think that they're gonna be able to pinpoint some more who, what, when, where, and hows. And I think that they right up there as co-defendants as well. So it's gonna be some more arrests being made. Now, I think Mo3 trial is not going to be in April. Now, I do not think that is going to be able to make an April trial, being that this is the new evidence. So I think that it probably be somewhere in the summer. But yeah, this is. I think that there's still a few more loose ends they got to tie before that this can go to trial. I still think the Errol Spence goes down, and I think that they're gonna have some more key witnesses on this case because I think that they haven't went through those phone records. That's what I think they haven't did.
Right.
Because Yella Beezy been lying about a lot of shit, so they got to go investigate his mama. They finna go investigate his grandma. They finna go investigate a lot of other people. That's why you got to think they was pressing that grandma up there. They was pressing her.
Hard.
She was definitely about to lie, but she couldn't. She noticed that I cannot fucking lie. They was like, so what's her number? We need it now. What's the number? Look in your phone. We give you time. Go ahead, look in it. What's her number? And it's crazy because the judge was just like, we here now. Shit, fuck it. Like it's out there. Like they knew that this was being streamed in front of the entire world. We don't give a fuck. We need that number now. What's the number?
That's right.
Because they finna investigate. They finna go subpoena them phone records today.
And peep this one more thing. If Sean G don't get out in the next couple of weeks to within a month or two, he directly involved in it also.
Who?
Sean G.
Yeah, where is he at? He been real quiet. Where is
He,
Sean G?
he gotta shut up. Uh, you know, just remember in that black and white paperwork, the 6 foot person, 280 pounds. Keep keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. They didn't show us that whole footage. They just showed the rundown. They got the whole thing, though, Ranch.
Nah, facts. I got some more shit I'm finna drop for y'all in just a second because we gotta go back and look at something. Let me send this to myself real quick.
Let me say this while you're doing that, Ratchet.
All right, go ahead because I gotta grab this real quick.
All right. Man, I want y'all to remember this, man. And remember I said this shit, right? Hit the shooter, right? So assume we saying the key one the shooter, regardless if anybody else involved in the shooter. In order to get Beezy, you gotta get key one convicted and convinced, whether by jury or him telling on himself that he the shooter. I'm gonna tell you where in the eyes of the law in courtroom, how they gonna play this. Key one fucked up. I can't remember what it was, if it was a couple of days ago, this week, but when he jumped on that online during that weak ass interview and said he didn't do it, he basically made an out of courtroom statement from the motherfucking feds right there live on video saying that he ain't had nothing to do with that he didn't do it.
Right.
That's gonna fuck up credibility in court. Even if not for him, the lawyer gonna use that for Beezy because this man is live on camera saying that he didn't do it. So in order for them to even have a chance at Beezy, they're gonna have to 100% knock down Key One without a fact.
So it says here on November 20th, 2020, Detective Barnes received an anonymous call that the picture released by Dallas police on the news release resembled that of person with the social media handle of, and it was Banzo Bling. Suspect White had a social media Facebook page, Keywan White. Detective Barnes believed that Keywan White resembled the build and physical stature of the suspect in the offense surveillance video. On November 25th, 2020, Detective Anderson received an anonymous call that suspect White was the person that committed this offense. This information was obtained after the Dallas Police Department had released still images of the offense to the public. This witness had inside knowledge on suspect Devin Brown, who made phone calls, and knowledge that surveillance was conducted on complainant Noble the night prior to the offense. The witness stated that suspect White was just released on a recent arrest from the jail in Mount Pleasant, Texas. The witness stated that she heard suspect White admit that he shot complainant Noble while talking to her boyfriend. The witness stated that her boyfriend recognized suspect White when they saw the images released the news. This witness provided suspect White's Instagram account. On Thursday, November 26th, 2020, Mount Pleasant police confirmed that suspect White was arrested on November 23rd, 2020 on unrelated charges. On Friday, November 27, 2020, detectives learned that suspect White was on bond for his previous Lancaster police arrest. Suspect White provided bond associates with the contact phone number on November 11th, 2020. On Saturday, November 28th, 2020, a search warrant was obtained for suspect White. Hey, no. Get back in there. On suspect White's cell phone records and the phone number provided to blank. Detective Anderson obtained cellular phone location data records for suspect Whites to show to be in the vicinity of witness Jackson's apartment the night before and morning of the offense, where the deceased complainant stayed. The data obtained was plotted, which traveled the same path as complainant Noble's cellular phone records and placed him near the crime scene where complainant Noble was shot. Phone records from suspect Devin Brown's phone were received and plotted, and a comparison of those phone records confirmed numerous calls between suspect Devin Brown and suspect White the day prior and the day of the offense. There appeared to be an active phone call communication that occurred between suspect White and suspect Devin Brown while complainant Noble was followed and after he left the witness's blank apartment. On December 9th, 2020, suspect White was arrested by task force officers Howard and Nelson. Suspect White was interviewed at Dallas Police Headquarters. Suspect White waived his rights and gave a voluntary statement. Suspect White admitted that the phone number that was compared in phone records might be his phone number, but he could not remember his numbers. When Suspect White was asked about Suspect Devin Brown, Suspect White denied that he knew him or had any association with him at all. Suspect Devin Brown and Suspect White are currently in federal custody on possession of a firearm by a prohibited person charge. The witness stated that a companion recognized Suspect White when they saw the images released on the news. This witness provided Suspect White's Instagram account on Thursday, December 26th. Yeah. So, and then we got this one right here. So you remember that from back in the day. Now we got this one as well. Hey, stop. It says this witness had inside knowledge of suspect Devin Brown, who made the phone calls, and knowledge of the surveillance was conducted on complaining Noble the night prior of the offense. The witness stated suspect White was just released. So who the fuck was this witness? Who was this witness?
Mighty funny. I don't know.
And that's the thing. Like, you got these witnesses, but these witnesses got to get up on that stand, man, and they can say all of that on the phone because they try to give an anonymous tip or whatever the case may be. But getting them on the stand to say that where this court has a good chance to even being live, that's gonna be a different story. But I wonder who that witness is too.
It can't be Jossie because it says that she was talking to her boyfriend. So
yeah, no,
wasn't Jossie.
Or was it the other girl that they were saying that knew a lot of shit too, Ratchet? I heard that before too, that there was another girl supposedly that they all knew that was the little girl named Jackie knew this girl that knew a lot about this whole ordeal that went down. If you remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That could be. That's a possibility right there.
I have a question.
It can't be. I'm doubting that it's Yella Beezy baby mama anymore. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. It can't be Yella Beezy's baby mama. Because if it was Yella Beezy's baby mama, why would Yella Beezy confirm that he? You know what I'm saying? He would probably be like, I don't know nothing about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about how he act. I doubt Yella Beezy would just implicate Keywan knowing damn well he could snitch on him. I
agree with that.
He just paid him some money. So why would Yella Beezy and his baby mama be talking to the police? So I'm doubting that that's true. You know what I'm saying? I have heard that one, but now that the more that I think about this, it can't be Yella Beezy.
No.
I have a question.
Yes.
So you know how you said Q1 like might have not been the one who did it. So do you think with the money he had that he paid somebody else to do it for him since he didn't want to do it?
I don't know. I don't know who did it or who. I just don't think that Keywan White was the only person out there.
Right.
I don't believe the person that was running him down killed him. That's just my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong.
Right.
Also, another question: do you think they trying to say that they have evidence on Q1 so that he'll come and testify and give them even more information than what he already got?
Yes, I do. I believe they made a deal with Keywan though. I think that the deal has been made. Keywan is going to be the star witness in this case. It ain't Devin Brown. Devin Brown is not your star witness. Because if it was Devin Brown's only confirming, he's only corroborating Keywan's story at this point.
Right.
Y'all got to look at the verbiage in this. They're saying that Devin Brown overheard a conversation about money, and it was $40,000, which the police have done their due diligence and looked into his bank records, and it shows there's like I'm saying, there's really no way out of this. Like Gino's like that, how you gonna get out of this part? You got $40,000 that Devin Brown overheard you saying. Devin Brown don't know nothing. He's saying, like, I don't know. I just overheard some shit. He said that he would pay this nigga $40,000 to kill Mo3. Then $40,000 disappears. That exact amount disappears from your bank account leading up to. Then you go to Instagram, you see him flashing the money that he got paid for the hit. Then you got Keywan saying, look, I'm the one telling you I was paid for this hit. Devin Brown just overheard the shit. I'm telling you this is what happened. I was sent by Yella Beezy to do this. Now, whether Keywan's gonna get up there and admit to it. Now maybe Keywan knows that he ain't getting out of this murder case, and he has to admit to it. So okay, look, we'll make a deal with you. You admit to what you did. You gotta say you did it, but you gotta implicate Yella Beezy. You got to give us Beezy. Give us everything you got on Beezy, and we'll make a deal with you. So whatever that deal may be, 25 years, 20 years, you know what I'm saying? He might get a 25 piece for testifying against Beezy, but he's either going to go 25 or you about to go get some football number. They finna start throwing 70 years, 80 years at your goofy ass if you go to trial and not snitch on nobody. So either you snitch and give us everything you know, and Devin Brown, we'll make a deal with you too. Since you wasn't a murderer, you didn't do it. You didn't commit the offense, and we got you. And if you notice, they said they got Keywan and him around the scene. They don't say they're on the scene. They're just saying based on knowledge, they believe that Keywan did this. But Keywan needs to say, I did this. Devin Brown got to say, look, he definitely was paid for the hit because I overheard the shit. I overheard the amount, and then he told me he did get paid. So yeah, we was pretty much sent out there. I was, you know what I'm saying, whatever Devin Brown, he's going to have to give up his role, and Keywan's going to have to give up his role. But they're gonna have to admit to being the people out there. Like they got them as the suspects. They're gonna have to admit to it and gotta get up on stand and point the finger at Yella Beezy as the person who was sent. They was hired to do it. We didn't want to do it. We was hired. We got paid. It was financial gain, and we was gonna get higher up in GRC. We was gonna get some rap deals, whatever. But Keywan and Devin made deals with the DA. I think Devin is gonna get a lesser charge, and Devin may get about 15, 20. Keywan may get about 25, 30, and you send Yella Beezy for the rest of his life. But see, Yella Beezy, hey, we'll cut a deal with you. What's up? Talk to us. What you got?
Right.
We making deals around the table. So this might end up being a whole RICO, but everybody got a snitch. So either Yella Beezy can take his chances of going to court, but you got two niggas who are facing the rest of their life in jail, saying that you sent them out there to do this.
The only problem is though, Ratchet, like these boys is gangsters in the street, and being that they already doing time, and they're gonna have to go in the courtroom and snitch just to still go back and do a hell of a whole lot more time than they doing right now, especially Keywan for the charges that he in, which is really not even that much time for the charge he on. That's gonna be tough, bro, because it ain't like Woody in the Thug case where Woody was the star witness and wasn't gonna do no time behind that shit. This is Keywan gonna have to go in there and snitch and then go do 25, 30 years. Like that's gonna be hard to do. You can't go back in there with that jacket on you.
Well, he's already known. Well, you already a snitch now. It's proven. They said it's said like you're the witness in this case, so you're snitching.
Well, they say it, but it ain't happened yet though. That's a big difference.
But it don't. The court has came out to say you said it. You said you were paid to do it by Yella Beezy, so you snitched already.
That's true. That's true.
It's in paperwork. Yeah, you can say whatever you want to. You can say I ain't snitching, but it's black and white. You snitch. You snitching. You're cooperating with the police to take Yella Beezy down because you're saying that he paid you for this hit. Devin Brown is also snitching by saying I overheard it, and yeah, whatever. So they have switched on Yella Beezy. They are now the state witnesses in this case. They're going to be witnesses to the fact that yes, we were paid to do this. We were sent on a mission, and it was Yella Beezy. So you can say I'm not a snitch.
I'm gonna pause that right there, tea talkers. I have got to jump in here. Let's sip some tea on what's being spoken right now. Right? It's unfortunate that y'all young niggas, that's what the YN stands for, the young niggas. It's very unfortunate that y'all don't give a fuck about the fact that you're snitching. That's already a code of honor, you know what I'm saying, that you broke. But in 2025, like I guess the YNs don't have a code of honor. However, he's already in prison, like the other commentator is saying, right? Now, I know they got to still hold some type of code of honor in prison because it's not like it is out here on these streets. Prison is exactly what that is. Okay, you're confined. So whatever you got going on, you have to make it so strong in the penitentiary that is your method, your way, your tactic of survival in that motherfucker. And the last thing you need, because where do you go?
Okay, you may snitch like Takashi 6ix9ine and be able to move freely about the free world with limited amount of scare tactics, right? Fear factors. But in prison, you have nowhere to hide. So even in the event on the strength that you snitched and you're in prison, just for anybody having like a quarry with you or you know what I'm saying, a feud with you, or just a hair up they ass about you doing that, your life is in fucking danger. So I feel the last commentator speaking with Ratchet TV right now about, yeah, you snitching. However, it'll be a little different. It'll be different for you because you're snitching already in prison, and now you going back to prison as an even bigger snitch on somebody like Yella Beezy. It's not gonna be no type of easy. He finna spend the rest of his time in hell. I mean,
Yeah,
he
but the
could
police have
just get targeted and attacked just because a nigga was a Yella Beezy fan. Like, nigga, I like Yella Beezy. You know what I'm saying? Type of shit. You have nowhere to run. You have nowhere to hide when you're incarcerated. You are confined to your four walls, the gates, the grounds. That's it.
already confirmed that you're working with them to take
Yeah.
Yella Beezy down. So if Yella Beezy beats this, y'all gonna get knocked off in jail.
Oh yeah.
But they had to go, you know what I'm saying? PCA boys are known as snitches. No matter how you chop this shit up, Devin Brown is a snitch and Keywan White is a snitch. They're both working to take Yella Beezy down.
And if we hear that second Camaro on the scene with them paper plates, you already know who the other person is.
Someone said if Keywan admits that he's a shooter, he getting a life sentence. No. If Keywan White admits he's the shooter and he was paid to do it, and he snitches on Yella Beezy and works with the, you got to think that the deal has already been made. You're not just getting up there saying all this random shit without talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Your lawyer had to have already gone to them and be like, look, we need to, we want to cut a deal. Look, we've been saying we pleading innocent, but look, we got something for you. We got proof that Yella Beezy paid for this hit. You got to, this is how it went, bro. Like, y'all got to start thinking, like, think logical right now. Keywan White did not just change his story up and is going to take a shot in the dark at getting it. You got to think a deal has already been made. It's already a deal put in place on the table that if you give us information that says Yella Beezy did this, and that's how we're going to arrest him. We're not just going to arrest him because you tell us, oh, Yella Beezy paid for the hit. No, show us. What do you got?
Right.
And then you got to think that the lawyer went to the DA and was like, look, my client wants to make a deal with you. We got proof that, you know, he'll admit to doing it, but we want to make a deal. You know what I'm saying? You let us know in order for us testifying against the person that paid for the hit, and we'll give you a big fish or somebody big, Yella Beezy. They're like, oh, Yella Beezy, you got proof of this? Yeah, we got proof. Look, we got phone records, we got wire money, we got whatever. Like, and then we got another witness. That's the other guy. That's Devin Brown. He's even going to say he overheard it, and he knows the exact amount. And I bet you, if you look up them, if you look up the records, it's going to show you that he took out this amount of money because they was at the bank on so and so. Boom. All right, look, we're gonna look into this and we're gonna get back with you. They looked up them damn bank records. They seen the $40,000. Devin Brown said, "Oh, okay, well, let's chop it up real quick. Okay, look, we'll cut you a deal, but now you got to go state. You got to be a witness. You got to get up on the stand and testify. You have to be a witness on this case. You give us your testimony. You help us take down Yella Beezy, and in return, we'll give you a lesser sentence. That's how it works."
Right.
And that'll be the biggest thing that Keywan can agree to. Like if he can agree that he accepted 40 racks and they got that paper trail, then that, regardless of Keywan credibility, that's like undeniable evidence right there.
And I also remember that 40,000 just partial of the money. That ain't all of it.
Exactly, but now we need Yella Beezy because you're gonna take this by yourself. You're gonna take it to the chin because I shouldn't know that Gino pulled out $10,000 of his banker. You know what I'm saying? How would I know that how much money he pulled out for a hit
Right.
if I don't know how much money I was, you know what I'm saying? If Gino put $10,000 out of his bank account and I got the information that he did, it's probably you probably know something. How
Right.
you know that? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? You got to be close enough to this nigga to know something like the exact amount of money. How would you know he pulled out that money?
Ain't no way unless the nigga tell you.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that that's damaging evidence, the fact that Devin Brown is saying, I overheard him say that he was going to pay him $40,000. And you look up his bank records and they say it was leading up to it a couple days before. Then a couple days before he pulls out the money. And then a couple days before Keyone White is flashing money on Instagram. You got to think that they not lying.
Right.
And then I'm pretty sure they got phone records and they got other things that I'm pretty sure it's not just hearsay. Yella Beezy didn't get arrested off of them just saying he did it. They were able to go pull up some evidence, damaging evidence that said, and that's why the judge looked at him and said, "You're not taking this serious, are you? You don't really think that this you cook, nigga? Like we got shit on you. You think that this is a game, but it's not."
What I don't understand how you would let Keon flash that money the day before, knowing how the shit play out, especially in Dallas, Texas. Like, you know, people gonna tie this shit back. You know, people gonna see that boy holding that money up on the ground. You had to see that man holding that money up on the ground before then. And that's what confuses me a little bit, because I know them boys got to be a little bit smarter than that. I mean, Keyone, obviously, he's stupid as hell for doing the shit, but you gonna pay that man and you see he already flashing the money like that before the shit even go down. That shit is what confuses me. How y'all at least didn't pause the shit if that's what y'all was gonna do.
I want to know why the fuck Mo3 got out that damn car.
Well, you got to think about it. When the Camaro ran up in front of him and blocked him off, it was two cars, one off camera in that car. So when the Camaro went up in front of him and blocked him off, like I mean, like you say, you in Dallas. Typically, that highway right there way more busy than that. I'm surprised it wasn't as more packed as that. But the way that Camaro went up and cut him off, like old girl said earlier, they were probably shooting at him before they got to that spot. And technically, what I would have done, I would have went ahead and gambled and took my chances and drove on past that bitch. If you kill me, trying to get past you, you kill me. But I still stand a better chance of trying to ram past your shit than jumping out the car on the highway where it ain't nowhere to run right there. I mean, that part of the highway, long as it's a bitch, I can't even remember thinking right now. I'm blanking out. I didn't know I live here, but nigga, you would have had to run for a minute to even get to an exit because you up on a motherfucking bridge. So you ain't hopping up off that motherfucker. So I don't know why Mo3 would have ran, other than the fact that his mind didn't think drive past his car, even though it looked like it cut me off, because it was enough space there for him to not even touch that pitch and get past it. But I think he knew old boy had that cannon, and in his head he wasn't gonna test going through the gauntlet and getting shot while he trying to drive past it. He wanted to take his chance trying to get over to the other side of the car and defend himself. But that wasn't a good thought
At all. I mean, I would have took my chances of ramming the car, anything. I'm not getting the fuck out this car. We gonna be we'll drive into whoever we got. I will wreck we're gonna both crash this motherfucker. I'm not getting out. The last thing I'm gonna do is get out the only line of defense you got is between you and the gun is the car.
Yeah.
Or it could have truly been a bluff move on his part, man.
Yeah, it could have been. I don't know. I just don't know what you was thinking doing. That was a bad. I mean, obviously it was a costly mistake because it cost you your life. But that's not smart at all. Like, I don't know what the fuck you was thinking. You just should have took your chances on. You could have finessed I'm looking at the road. I could have finessed my way out of there, bro. The way I drive, I could. If you look there by that 18-wheeler, it was another lane past that. I would have went
that
to
door.
that lane, and I would have let me and the 18-wheeler block me from that car, and I would have finessed my way around with that 18-wheeler. I would have been moving with that 18-wheeler. That would just be me, and I would have got the fuck up out of there quick. Man, the way I drive, shit, you ain't catching me.
I really just think he was boxed in, Rich. I just think he was boxed in. And
it had to be something more. It had to be.
Yeah, exactly. See that Camaro shit? That was the diversion to me. And you ended up flat on your back. That meaning that was a chest shot, man.
Well, that cause shit. I mean, shit, Mo3 was only gonna run so far. I mean, Mo3 ain't no lightweight nigga. You know what I'm saying? So he was only gonna run so far, and that shot like that could have came.
Close the
Mo3
door.
could have tripped. He could
I
have
wish.
felt the nigga up on him and turned around. Like
Don't do me wrong with
anything
my
could have
lad.
happened to make it look like that. You know what I'm saying?
But to be real, my man Mo3 athletic as hell, man. So that what kind of made me not even see that. He was athletic as hell, man. I done seen that man do a bunch of backflips.
Oh yeah, he was athletic, but it's one thing when you're adrenaline up. Yeah, you could run faster and farther. But in that situation, Mo3 was in panic mode. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
When he couldn't get that hammer out the car, shit, your mind flipped in another mode then, because now you can't even protect yourself. You can't
Right.
even do nothing but run.
Right.
And if he turned back and seen no boy running down on them, like what you gonna do? You on a bridge. It'd be different if he was up in the hood somewhere or anywhere on some flat land, but you on top of a motherfucking bridge, dog.
Right. Right. That's right. You true. You got a point. Mm. Mm.
Mo3 should have hauled ass though. That's why I'm wondering like what else really happened to that car, because it don't make no sense that he slowed down in the Camaro. I mean, shit, that bitch would easily went up and blocked him off.
Do you remember the last photo of that car when they showed it from the front? When the investigators and stuff was on the scene?
Barely.
That car looked like it was leaning to one side.
And that had to be it, bro. They
Yeah.
had to shoot the tire.
See, what I think, the Camaro wasn't the car originally shooting at him. It was that other car that you said earlier. The gray car started busting at him and probably hit it. It had to hit it. And I this is me thinking probably like he thinking. He went in gorilla mode and was getting ready to take center stage. You hear me?
Yeah.
And then
Facts.
they crossed him up.
Yep.
Because that Camaro and that gray car was communicating with each other. They were like, "Hey, go on get him now. He ain't got nothing. Let him go on over there and find out. It ain't nothing now." And I be damned. Look what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with the communication part, because you can't shit the way the highway was where it wasn't jam packed. You can't do that shit that clean unless you got somebody in a secondary car
Right.
ready to cut the other side.
Exactly.
Yeah, shit finna get wicked, dog. Shit is really finna start getting wicked, because I think that somebody else is finna get caught up in this shit. It's finna be something else. Somebody gonna get caught up in this shit. This ain't
And
this ain't the end of it.
the boss man, he ain't been posting nothing. The boss man is super quiet.
Yeah, everybody been real quiet. It's been a quiet as hell in Dallas. Trap Boy Freddy been, you know what I'm saying, posting, but he ain't been really saying much. Boosie ain't said a damn word. You know, Boosie in everybody business. He got something to say about everybody business, but he ain't said a damn word about this.
Right.
Rainwater been acting real fidgety. He talking. He the most vocal out of everybody. I gotta give it to Rain. He's been very consistent, but he been a little fidgety for me.
But you know what, Ratchet? In retrospect to Rain part, he kind of shook the hornet's nest when he got Yella Beezy in that court too, and got that case, because that basically proved that they did assault him and did some bodily harm to him, right?
Yeah.
So if they did that, that kind of coincides with everything else that's been going on, and the police probably keened in on that too.
Something going on, dog, because the police ain't just going. They not moving like this off no damn hearsay. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna stress that this the police don't go off of hearsay.
Right.
They know something. But I think that they fishing for more. I don't think Yella Beezy is the one they want. I think it's Errol.
Me too. Me too. That boxing money always supersede that rap money.
So Yella Beezy could get off of this shit. I mean, I don't know if get off completely, but the case might not be as strong as it is if he just be like, nah, nigga, I didn't pay for shit, nigga. That was Arrow.
That's true
Man,
too.
Arrow paid for the whole thing. I ain't paid for shit.
I mean, Beezy in the best position though, because there's a whole lot of shit got to go down before you can get to him, and that's where he got to his advantage.
Tea talkers. I'm gonna toss some tea, sip with me. Okay. What if the Keywan White and the Devin Brown boy are just simply trying to throw Yella Beezy under the bus because they don't want to go down by themselves? What if they, with whoever this Arrow person is, what if they really were the ones that orchestrated it? Unless they come with some shit that shows that Yella Beezy had his hands and mouth on the situation, Yella Beezy's lawyers are going to eat that alive. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, oh, okay, well, we definitely have to see all of this evidence before y'all even touch it at the trial. Before y'all even touch it at the trial and try to bring any, evidence in. We're going to need all of this front and center so that we can go through it with a fine-tooth comb of exactly who's on the phone, trace it, all of that shit. The money, if there's some money involved, they're going to want to trace it all the way back to, exactly where it came from, whose accounts it came out of. This is some crazy shit.
Some people say my Arrow laugh my ass. But if y'all only knew, Mo3 tried to get Arrow the fuck up out the way, just like he tried to get Beezy. He tried to knock both of them off before he died. If you're in Dallas, you know. Everybody in the city knows. Or a lot of people take, even if you're just in the streets, you know.
Right.
If you either in the city or you in Texas or you in the streets, everybody around this motherfucker knows that Mo3 tried to take out Errol Spence. Mo3 tried to take out Beezy. Mo3 tried to take out Freddie. Mo3 then rapped about taking out their homeboys. Mo3 was treacherous out here. Mo3 was stalking these people. He was laying on Yella Beezy. He would not let up on Beezy. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get this post real quick. I made a post about this shit the other day. Now I want y'all to watch this shit. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Let me get y'all to watch this shit. All right. And matter of fact, y'all follow me on Instagram too, by the way. This is my Instagram account. Follow me on Instagram, The Ratchet TV. Yeah, check me out on Instagram. My Instagram going up. Yeah, with 22,000 followers now. All right, so check this out right here. Let's go here. Now watch this right here, y'all.
We were deep at the club, but just like when I left, I was by myself.
Caught him lacking at the club. Caught him lacking at the club. I'm in motion. Guess what I'm told?
Like everybody know, like when you leaving the club, you gotta be looking like through your rear view. So when I'm looking down, that's when I guess the car put up beside me and just start letting into the car with it.
All this traffic did them dirty. Shots fired. My window open.
Like, some just snapped me, like let me know what was going on. I can just hear see the gunfire just left hand. I think like when the bullet hit it, and that one made me like swerve. You know, so I swerved and I spun out, and I crashed the car.
Watch that nigga spin around. Kept on rolling. I'm on some motion.
It came out my back, like right by my spinal cord, and then came out like by my heart.
It's a miracle.
Blessing.
He barely made it. I'm like, fuck it, I'm posted up. I'm getting close.
So let's listen to that one more time, y'all. Pay attention to the story that Mo3 told you how he did Yella Beezy.
Exactly
we
what
were deep at the club, but like just
so Ratchet TV just dropped a major jewel on how now retaliation is only, you know what I'm saying, something that is recognized in the streets, right? As being valid. It's not valid in the court of law. Just because somebody has attempted something on your life and you make it, it's not, or you don't make it, it's not, lawful in the justice system to go and then retaliate on the people that, had your peoples kill or try to kill you. However, in the streets, somebody can, but literally see why Yella Beezy, if he wanted to see any type of revenge. Girl, we still got this little stupid cop. On Mo3.
listen to what Ratchet TV is displaying on his show. And like he said, go to his Instagram. It's up 22,000.
Like when I left, I was by myself.
Caught him lacking at the club. Caught him lacking at the club. I'm in motion. Guess what I'm
Okay, Yella Beezy says, when I left the club, I was alone. And on Mo3, you see him in the studio saying, I caught him lacking at the club. That's a street terminology for I caught him by himself.
Like everybody know, like when you leaving the club, you gotta be looking like through your rear view. So when I'm looking down, that's when I guess the car put up beside me to start letting into the car with it.
All this traffic did him dirty. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Okay, all this traffic shot him, did him dirty, shots fired, fire, fire.
My window open.
Some just snapped me like, let me know what was going on. I can just hear like see the gunfire just left hand. I think like when the bullet hit it, and that one made me like swerve. You know what I'm saying? So I swerved and I spun out, and I crashed the car.
Watch that nigga spin around. Watch that nigga spin around. Kept on rolling. I'm on some motion.
Mo3. Okay, Yella Beezy says, I got hit. I saw the bullet. I saw the guns. I saw the fire. I got hit, and that's what made me swerve and spin around. Mo3 comes in on his studio session, rhyming, shots fired. I saw him spun around, got him spinning around.
Came at my back, like right by my spinal cord, and then came out like by my heart.
It's a miracle.
Blessing.
He barely made it. I'm like, fuck it. I'm posted up. I'm getting close.
Okay. Yella Beezy says, it went through my back and exited beside my heart. It's a blessing I'm alive. Mo3 comes in, same studio session, same song, and says, hold on.
You start letting into the car with it.
All this traffic did him dirty. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. My window open.
Some just snapped me like, let me know what was going on. I can just hear like see the gunfire just left hand. I think like when the bullet hit it, and that one made me like swerve. You know what I'm saying? So I swerved and I spun out, and I crashed the car.
Watch that nigga spin around. Watch that nigga spin around. Kept on rolling. I'm on some motion.
Watch that nigga spin on around. I watched that nigga spin on around. Yella Beezy says I was spinning around.
My back, like right by my spinal cord, and then came out like by my heart.
It's a miracle.
Blessing.
He barely made it. I'm like, fuck it. I'm
went in through my spinal cord, came out through my heart. It's a blessing I'm alive.
All this traffic did him dirty. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. My window open.
Some just snapped me like, let me know what was going on. I can just hear like see the gunfire just left hand. I think like when the bullet hit it, and that one made me like swerve. You know what I'm saying? So I swerved and I spun out, and I crashed the car.
Watch that nigga spin around. Watch that nigga spin around. Kept on rolling. I'm on some motion.
It came at my back, like right by my spinal cord, and then came out like by my heart.
It's a miracle.
Blessing.
He barely made it. I'm like, fuck it. I'm posted up.
He barely made it. I'm like, fuck it. I'm getting closer. He is implementing exactly what Yella Beezy said happened to him the night that he got shot, in correlation to the shooting, exactly how Mo3, it's too much of it to be, you know what I'm saying, the same situation going down for it to be a coincidence. That exactly how Mo3 rapped about Yella Beezy getting shot. That's exactly how the fuck that boy got shot. It's too much of the same similar, you know what I'm saying, situation occurring at the same fucking time. This ain't no coincidence.
So there you go. That's the story of, you know, that song Slide on him basically was very descriptive of how that nigga did Yella Beezy.
Oh yeah. It was like the second and third one though. So yeah. Ain't the first time he told the story. But it also let you know that how that's really more on Beezy than Freddie. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't Freddie's story. But like you said, Freddie had Beezy held down. in Oakville.
But check this out. This one I got to pause a little bit because it's LA Leaker shit. But listen to this, and I'm gonna pause it while he rapping. But he's telling you how he sent Keywan for the hit.
Top down missing. You wanna know what's goddamn trigger? Finna tell you something that's goddamn sticky. Anybody that goddamn diss me end up swimming with the fishes. That's goddamn trigger.
Anybody that diss me end up swimming with the fishes. That's goddamn tricky.
Top down bitch. I ain't got time for these bitches. Spit by slime with these bitches. I ain't grind with these bitches. So I will not cry for these bitches. No, I won't cry for these bitches.
Okay, talk to us, Yella.
Stop the ignition. My partner just got out of prison and ready to body a nigga. Shot him a nigga. This shit obvious, nigga. You don't want problem, little nigga.
My partner just got out of prison. Who got out of prison? Keywan? My partner just got out of prison ready to body a nigga. This shit obvious, nigga. You don't want problems, little nigga.
Inside a gorilla.
Inside a gorilla? Who's the gorilla?
Nigga talking but whisper. Do you want to talk about hitters? If I say that, I got a price tag on a nigga head. I swear to God, they gonna get him.
You got you got a price tag on a nigga head, and you swear to God they gonna get him.
Him dead, him dead.
Those are the lyrics that they're saying that they're using against Yella Beezy in the capital murder case. As we said earlier, how we already know the courts will do just like they did. The guy that was rapping with No Limit.
He shot. Let her 33 shots.
33 shots.
Soon as the beat drop. These niggas spit box and fucker let's beat box. Neighborhood. Nigga let put T-top. Try a minute G-shot. Top blow seaside. Let them kill a creep.
Boy, he telling you how he did it.
Shit get wicked, so I brought the grill reset. He minute block to his feet. Watch his ass sink now. Pussy niggas pink now. Niggas is pussy. Pussy nigga can't talk me. God forbid that one of my niggas get killed, but they won't need to go fund me.
Sheesh, but they were heating up on this shit, wasn't they?
Yeah,
that nigga started telling his truth.
He definitely told on himself on that shit. If y'all listen to them lyrics, Yella Beezy was telling y'all, he was talking directly to Mo3 in that shit.
Oh yeah,
like nigga, you don't want problems. Now I'm gonna send them hitters at your. And then Mo3 ended up getting knocked off. And he told you, my partner just got out of prison. He ready to body a nigga.
When was that freestyle?
Shit, I believe right before Mo3 died. Right before.
Damn, I ain't seen that one.
And he was telling y'all he got a price on this nigga head. And then he's like, nigga inside a gorilla. He was just, the nigga was telling you, like, he was very descriptive. It was subliminal as fuck. But right. If you a rap nigga, and you know the rap game, he was basically dissing the fuck out Mo3 and that shit. Telling them, nigga, we about to kill your ass. And I hope they use your lyrics in court. If y'all watching, use this song.
They gonna do that. It's gonna be hard to prove. They gonna try.
Now, why Ratchet TV with his ratchet ass? Why he don't like Yella Beezy? He said, and I hope they use these lyrics in court. Like, okay, Ratchet TV, nigga, but not for nothing. That's what I'm saying. Y'all need to stop that. Y'all need to stop that. It's too much stuff that y'all can rap about in these streets besides giving away the obvious shit that y'all got going on, hating each other and fucking each other's women and doing all the dirty shit y'all doing to each other, robbing each other, killing each other for y'all to go in there and put it on wax. Way more shit that y'all could be rapping about.
Yeah, he's like, do you want choppers by hitters? And yeah, he sent his hit. He basically said, I'm finna send my hitters your way. It don't matter if it was before or after. It was either shortly before or shortly after. Either way, you told everybody what you did or what you was gonna do. It don't matter. You was very descriptive in dissing Mo3, saying that you got a price on somebody's head and you was coming to get it. You didn't have beef with nobody else in the city. Mo3 was your only opposition out here. So, and you definitely paid for the hit. Now you're in jail for paying for the hit, and you in this song saying how you paid for the hit, and your niggas was ready. You just got out of prison, ready to body something. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, premeditated. You definitely was. Yeah, you definitely. This was definitely premeditated. It said lyrics are considered a freedom of speech. No, lyrics are considered to be useful in court. That's what the fuck. They said the law seen that video. I know they probably did. If they haven't, here you go. Time to face the music. The law seen that video. I don't know what y'all did. Y'all think they're gonna use his lyrics against him in court for the Mo3 hit?
Yeah, anytime you get artists in court, you going. I mean, especially for the state.
I think they got direct evidence, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You got to use everything though. When it comes to trying to convict somebody that got money, you got to use everything at your disposal. If the judge let it in, it just look better to the jury. You're gonna use it all.
Yeah, you got to. But Yella Beezy, I just don't see a way out of this for you, my brother. I just don't. I don't think that you're gonna make it up out this bitch. Nah, not unscathed. You're not making it up out this shit unscathed. Your ass is done. You fried, my boy.
Yeah.
I mean, the only option he got is to plead not guilty. That's what's gonna make it crazy. Ain't like he can accept some lower level deal. Like he gotta plead not guilty because they're not going to give him no short amount of time, even on a deal. So that's what's gonna make it messy. But I don't think unless the snitches is right in court on stand, I don't think it's gonna cost him more money than time than anything. Like it ain't with the right lawyer, it's scary, but it ain't hard if you got money.
No, not at all. But Yella Beezy he gonna have to pay a lot of legal fees to get up out this shit.
Heck yeah. You got to get the best lawyers to be the capital murder charge.
Yeah,
he ain't got that kind of money, man.
He got it, bro. He can't do it again, but he got first round money.
This is the end of Yella Beezy. His career is over after this. This is it. Even if he make it about this shit, you fried, bro. You finna spend all your money on this shit.
Oh yeah, because he gonna need a team of lawyers. You're not supposed to try to fight no case like this with no one damn lawyer. You need a whole law firm.
And if he do beat it, I think the street's gonna end up knocking him off because now they know what done really happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, everybody already was pointing the finger at them boys. So yeah, I mean, it ain't no difference.
But like Gino said, hold on, there is a difference between all of us just getting on the internet and speculating versus the legal, the judicial system saying no, this nigga paid for the hit. We got proof. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like even if he makes it about this shit somehow, some way, now we know. There's no doubt in nobody's mind. Yella Beezy paid for that hit. There ain't no hearsay to me. I think that Keywan and them just know that they cooked. I just think that they know they fried. There's no way out of this. You're gonna you either got two options, Keywan and Devin. You can either just act like y'all don't know each other, keep playing this little goofy ass role, keep playing innocent, and take this shit to trial and get life, or you can cooperate with us. And I mean, you're not gonna get off, but you can definitely kick off a lot of that time if you tell us what the fuck really happened. And we know y'all know. So you got two choices. Keep playing green. Oh, we don't know each other. Okay, that's cool. Let's see how that shit holds up in court. Let's see if the jury says you don't know him. Let's see if all this damaging fucking evidence. And I'm pretty sure they lawyers looked at him and was like, look, Keywan, bro, you know we're not winning this, right? As a lawyer, you got to know the evidence. I mean, you got to do a discovery hearing. And that lawyer going to look at the shit and say, bro, I don't know a defense. I don't know what angle we could take to get you off this shit. I mean, we could pretend, we could say your phone got hacked, or some, you know what I'm saying? But this ain't gonna work, fam. Like we gotta do, we gotta do something here. What are we doing, fam? You're gonna have to give up something. Like, do you what really happened? The lawyer gonna ask you, come on, just tell me what really happened, dog. He'll be like, man, I mean, shit, Yella paid me. Yella Beezy. Yeah, you got proof. Yes. Show me. I bet. Probably start showing them shit. Like, look, man, I can go to the DA. You're gonna have to get up there and snitch. You're gonna have to get up there and talk, but I'm pretty sure we could use this as leverage. Now we got this is the best angle we got. You was paid to do it. and I'm pretty sure if you admit to doing this, they're gonna knock off a lot of time, and you don't face life in prison. I'm sure if you give up Yella Beezy, and he's like, you sure? Yeah, but I mean, you're gonna be looked at as a snitch. Fuck it, who cares? I ain't finna do life. Hey, okay. So that's whenever the lawyers go contact Devin. All right, Devin, let's chop it up. Hit up Devin lawyer. You talk to Devin lawyer. Devin like, hey, look, shit. Yeah, I heard that shit. Yeah, I did hear about that. You was 40,000. You got proof of that? Yeah, I mean, shit. I get up there and say that shit. If you gonna knock off some of my time too? All right, well, shit. Say less. You think these niggas really? You think they just finna go do life for Yella
So
Beezy?
we get where we going,
Nope.
nigga.
Hell
Shut
nah.
up.
And the crazy part about it, man, Devin Brown is way more Yella Beezy friend than Key One.
Yeah.
You gotta
So he
think, bro.
just
These niggas ain't finna do life for nobody else, dog. I'm not doing it, nigga. Shit, fuck that. I'm not doing no life for you, my nigga. You paid me to do this shit. I got jammed up. Shit, fuck it. I mean, life or 20 years. You do the math. I'm getting out. Shit.
right.
Hey, nigga, that was your beef, not mine, man. You sent me to do that shit for. That was your beef.
Most definitely.
You had the issue with this nigga. They said, hold on. They said this is what the prosecutors have to prove for murder for hire: intentional unaliving. The defendant intentionally and knowingly caused the death of another person. Remuneration or promise of payment. The unaliving was committed for payment or promise of payment, either hiring someone to unalive or being hired to commit the unaliving. This includes the person who pays or promises to pay for the unaliving, the hitman who accepts or carries out the unaliving in exchange for money or other benefits. Causation, the defendant's involvement in the payment, arrangement, or facilitation of the unaliving directly led to the unaliving. Mens rea, guilty mind. The defendant acted with intent and premeditation, knowing the nature of their actions. So that's all they need to prove their case.
Yep.
Right.
That's why that money trail the most important thing, and that'll be the make or break of the case. Even if they got key one, if they can't solidify that money trail and directly link that to a Beezy, then that kills the whole thing, because then that destroys the credibility of everything else. It got to have that money trail.
Oh, they said the correction. The grandma is Lottie. Husband. The grandma is Lottie. Husband. Grandma is Barbara Jones, which is his mother. The lady on the stand was his dad's mom, which, like I said, his mom family don't really want no parts in this. They are all church folks. Yella been in trouble his whole life, and he is his mom's only child, and he think that he is gonna get out of this. Ask yourself why his mom didn't get up there. She been over Yella BS, and Yella paid his mom to be the kid's nanny, but the family been told him to leave D alone. The charges in Denton is for her.
Hmm.
Mm. And they said who's the co-defendants in this case? Who can't he come in contact with? Devin Brown and Keywan White.
Key One finna get that sweetheart for a day deal, boy.
Yeah, he gonna get that proffer. You know what I'm saying? That's what he finna get, a proffer. Somebody keep calling my phone. Let me see who the hell this is, man. Somebody keep blowing up my phone from Florida. Damn, they blowing my damn phone up.
Ratchet.
Yo.
So, bro, check it out. You still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, bro. Just one thing I want to clear up. Okay, in the video, everybody saying that the footage was tampered with. But if you look at that smoke from a diesel truck passing by, bro, just go back and look at the video. As soon as you see the smoke, you're gonna see the diesel. And the reason dude hit it in the truck, cause old boy back there busting on 3. Go back and look at the video. You're gonna see it's a diesel truck passing by right when you see the smoke. You know what I'm saying? The second thing is, we all know it had to be more than just 40 grand put on 3 heads. It had to be at least 100. So it's more people involved than it do. But you on top of it though, bro. I just wanted to run that to you real quick.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Bet.
All right. Man.
Oh yeah.
Whew. City of Dallas gonna be hot. We already know that, boy. Get back in the chat. She's crazy. So mysterious. They said that in court too. Yeah, man. They said the one who's married to Run daughter. It's the same script. And Beezy video rapping warning Mo3. He's sending his killers, showing premeditation. Yep, that's all they gotta do is just prove that this was premeditated. He going down, dog.
Yeah, man, he done, bro. That's all I can keep saying, man. Only thing he fighting for is not to get that death needle.
So I just want
I
to know
don't
what
know. I
Yella's
ain't counted
defense
it
is
out
gonna be.
just
I mean,
quite
he
far.
can say he didn't do this
Like,
shit, but man, them niggas that's gonna testify against you, your niggas that you sent, that's gonna be damaging, bro. That's gonna be fucking damaging, dog.
Yeah, but I mean, he wasn't there. So when you ain't got to testify in court yourself, and all your lawyer got to do is just discredit what the state trying to bring versus trying to actually defend anything you would possibly say when you ain't gonna say nothing, it's still kind
you
of an
stop
even
packed up.
ball
You got the
game.
kitchen
But
done?
the only thing that unevens it is them snitches. Like who is a solidified snitch that's gonna have the balls to sit up on their stand and open their mouth and actually have some type of credibility that can't be destroyed?
True.
Bless you, bless you.
Thank you.
But
Appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. Devin and Keywan, them boys trying to get up out of there.
yeah, they is, man. But that's just think about it from a defensive standpoint. The boys trying to get out of there. If they get on that stand and snitch, they doing that because they got a deal. That's also a level of discrediting somebody. You only in here
I
snitching.
believe the only reason we're here is because they got a deal.
Oh yeah,
They're not just gonna blindly volunteer this information. Oh no,
right,
no. We
right.
the deal has already been put in motion. The deal's already on the table, but we need you got to do this.
Oh yeah.
And that's why as soon as that shit ended, there's like, oh, I'm representing Key One. He's a co-defendant in this case. Yeah, I know he is. I know he is. He better be a co-defendant in this case. That's the only way. If he don't snitch, Yella Beezy gonna beat this shit.
And
So
that's
either you finna get up here and snitch, or Yella Beezy coming home, and then nigga shit. If Yella Beezy beat this shit, Keywan, you ain't welcome back around here. They gonna put a bag on your head. Well, really, Keywan, you snitched already, so the bag probably already gonna get put on you when you get out. Keywan got to be careful with this. Devin too. Y'all gonna have to get out and leave Dallas.
Man, you'd be surprised if this trial is live. I say it's like a 75% chance them boys ain't supposed to sit on that stand and snitch.
Oh, I'm gonna be at the trial. I'm gonna be at every fucking hearing from here on out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be there every step of the way. So I'm covering this shit from the inside. So yeah, Big Ratchet gonna be in attendance. We gonna get breaking news on this shit. I got people that work in the courtroom anyway.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen that.
I got people that work there. So in every county in Dallas, I got people in every court building. I got clerks, court clerks. I got all type of shit, man.
Yeah.
I got police officers that I know that, man, I got connections that people don't really realize how connected I am. That's why people, bro, where you be getting your damn information from? Shit, from the inside. I got street niggas and I got legal people. I got a hell of a motherfucking team, dog.
Yeah.
Right.
Man.
Wow, that's some wild shit, man. Well, you gonna run your regular content live tonight, or you still running on this? Cause this gonna be like an all-day affair, man. I think some more information getting ready to come out today too.
Well, I'm actually covering another case tonight. What is that case? Shit, I didn't call it damn blank. What's her name? The little girl. Hold on, give me a second. I forgot the girl name for a split second. Kimani Latig. Yeah, I'm covering that tonight. So yeah, 8:30. I'll be covering that Kimani case.
Damn.
That's a little girl, 13 years old. I don't know if y'all remember that Toledo, Ohio case. Yeah, I'm be covering that. That's a big case too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna take a break from the Mo3 tonight. I'm gonna let everybody. That's why I went live during the daytime about this shit. So yeah, I'm coming back tonight with another banger.
With another thing. Okay. Well, shit, bro. I'm gonna go and drop back in the chat, man. I'm gonna holler at you later, catch you live or whatever. All
All right, salute, gang.
right,
Yeah, bro.
salute, gang.
I'm dropping out too, man.
All right, we got some more people coming. All right, salute. Steven, what's good?
Hey, I was up here earlier, right? So the brother just left. I wish he would have stayed up here. Now he keep talking about trying to discredit the witnesses, but this is the thing. I don't subscribe to that one because, like you said, the money trail. They got the money trail, and they can get them phone records. They don't matter who the witnesses are. For one, and for two, it's gonna be other witnesses. They don't just have two. But even if you try to discredit them, it ain't like people haven't told the truth before. Just because you can discredit them, don't mean they're not telling the truth. It sounds more like he wants Yellow to get off. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't have a dog in this fight either. But he just kept saying that, like, dude, them prosecutors ain't gonna play. I don't care what lawyers you got. If they got your money trail and they got them phone records, I don't. You can say what you want to say. You caught. So it just sounded like he kept saying that, like it sounded like you work for Asylum Records, but that's what V's supposed to be signed. That's what it sounded like, bro. Just stop. Just stop. Them lawyers ain't gonna play with this dude.
Hey, Ratchet.
That's it.
Yes.
Hey, the key question is who gave the drop over there to them apartments where 3 was at?
That's the shit. We know Rainwater knew. We knew. I don't know. I don't know who gave the drop, but it's got to be somebody close to him. Got
Yeah,
to
because
be.
on the freeway it was two cars following him. The one that was behind him. That's why it was taking him so long to get out the car. Keep one to get the
Mm-hmm.
gun because somebody that pulled on the side of him told him to go get him. You know. So
Facts.
everybody need to go watch the video over and stuff on the news
Ratchet,
that, that just dropped.
Are you clearing the twins? Do you clear them at all?
What twins?
Um, no, the sisters. I'm sorry, Jocelyn and I forgot the other name.
Oh hell no! I ain't clearing them bitches. Them hoes
Nah,
played a part.
I think Jackie, her boyfriend is the big light skinned dude that Queen was talking about.
Yeah, I ain't clearing them bitches for shit. Fuck them hoes. Hell no, they did this shit. They definitely helped set Mo3 up, but they'll never be cleared in my eyes.
Okay. What about 88? You clear her?
Man, fuck that. Man, hell no, I ain't clearing nothing. All them
Hey,
hoes.
Ratchet, you hell, boy.
Everybody.
Hell, Ratchet.
All them hoes, dog. I'm not letting up on none of these bitches. Fuck all them hoes. All these Dallas. I can't stand these Dallas hoes, bro. Ugly ass ghetto bitches. I can't stand none of them. I'm gonna help get rid of all these motherfuckers.
You know they gonna call you. You know they gonna be calling you, Ratchet. You know that, right?
Man, them hoes can't do shit to me. Dude. They
Yeah,
can't do nothing.
the Jackson sisters was committing robberies in middle school.
They can't do nothing with me out here, dog. They best bet is just leave me to stay out my motherfucking way. That's their best bet. Stay the fuck out my way. And I go for every gangster in this motherfucking city. I ain't ducking shit. Y'all best bet is just stay the fuck out my way. That's all I gotta say on that.
Uh, boy,
they
you cold, boy.
they scared of me out here, dog. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers are petrified of me in this city.
Yeah, they. You've been on. Like I listen from afar. You've been like some days I come in out like, what is he talking about? But like looking on it, it's kind of like I ain't gonna say her name with the dog case girl in Memphis. I listen to. Y'all be on it. Y'all on their neck, man. I mean, so don't let up, man. For real. But salute, brother. I ain't come back up, but I just wanted to just say that, like, I mean, all that discrediting the witness, that ain't gonna matter. Them prosecutors, they not playing with this dude. Dallas is different. Texas, they are not. I'm in Alabama. They are not gonna play with this brother. So Beasley, you better start talking because then the boys gonna get you that electric chair real quick. They not. I don't know if they do the needle out there, or the electric chair, but whatever it is, y'all getting it if y'all don't talk. I'm out, man.
Salute. Who else we got up here? Oh shit. What's good, Ace?
Say, man, I fell off. I wish I would have stayed on while Buddy was on. And no disrespect to you, bro. I only let you bring me back up right before I got off because I heard you hollering me out before you jumped on there.
You talking about old boy that just left?
The old boy that just left. Let me say this, bro. I'm speaking. You always got to have a devil's advocate, but ain't nothing about me and nothing about what I said meant that I want Beezy to get off. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that theory shit or that theory talk. Even if the facts still point his way, I'm speaking from the side of the defense. I'm speaking from experience and years of watching people get off cases and how they got off of cases. My points ain't got shit to do with if this nigga actually get found guilty or not. My fact, the only point I was making is when you get to trial, it's a different ball game. And that shit you talking, that's some bullshit. You can have all the evidence in the world, but the jury is the one to make a decision. It'd be different if the judge was making the call. Then all that shit you talking would make sense. But when it's up to a jury, a good defense lawyer from a nigga who got money, from a nigga who paid one of the best lawyers in that state or from another state that's licensed in that state can get a motherfucker off if his profession and his main go-to is knowing how to get these juries to believe anything other than what's in the evidence. So you cannot sit here and say just because they got all the evidence in the world, which we don't know how much evidence they have other than what we know they have, they still got to get in court of law and prove that shit, bro. And it ain't as simple as you think. Yes, it's simple for motherfuckers who ain't got money. It's always simple when a nigga ain't got the type of money to get those type of lawyers. But when you pay those type of lawyers, what the hell you think you paying them for, bro? It ain't that motherfucking simple. That's why these courts hate spending the type of money, but they gonna do it anyway because they have a jury on their side. And you're gonna see it's gonna take them forever to pick that motherfucking jury because you got to have the right motherfucking jury sitting over there to swing shit your way. That shit ain't there like that shit for no reason. And then when Beezy pay that motherfucking lawyer, he gonna have to have a team of lawyers because you're gonna have to have motherfuckers working around the clock to try to discredit all this bullshit they got. Everything they have not gonna make it in that motherfucking courtroom, bro. So you sitting here talking about the phone records that you don't know specifically what the phone records look like. We assume that they're gonna get the phone records. We may hope that they get the phone records, but you also gotta hope they get that shit the right way, the technical way, and all that shit get in court, bro. I don't work for no motherfucking Yella Beezy team, no motherfucking record label, bro. I'm just a nigga with common sense, with knowledge, an educated ass nigga. I came up in the streets too, and I know how this shit go. It's a different ball game when niggas got money and niggas don't have money. So you can talk that shit, bro, and this is no disrespect to you because it's just man to man and it's still respectful. But that shit ain't gonna be as easy as you think it is.
Hold on. Who the hell is this? Oh, give me a second.
But I'm falling back out, bro.
All right, salute. Yo.
It's fucked up that.
Nah, nigga, this nigga just threatened me. Some niggas talking about I'm back.
It's fucked up that, of course, like I was just saying, Yella Beezy went in right before Mo3, Ratchet TV, showed on the freestyle Yella Beezy did in the studio with I don't know who them white boys are, but anyway. And said how, the setup was initially however gone down, right? And it mirrored what happened to Mo3. Well, same thing could be said about Mo3. He mirrored exactly in the studio with his rap about how Yella Beezy got shot 8 times. Unfortunately, in the justice system, in the court of law, in the eyes of the law, they don't care about that shit. They don't care about retaliation. They don't care about, why you did it. All they know is they got murders and they want to get their quotas and, their clout up in these streets and within their own police brigade, right? So they don't follow the code of the streets of, oh, that nigga shot me, I'm going to go get him back type shit. They don't, but seemingly that's what occurred here, okay? Mo3 got Yella Beezy. Yella Beezy got Mo3.
Banned from Indy. Somebody he's stepping for Yella. Man, nigga, fuck you and Yella, nigga. He said, no talking. You got my message. Now you blowing my damn phone up, lame ass nigga.
you are trying to reach is not
Don't
available.
worry about it. We're gonna put your number on Discord. We're gonna put your number on Discord. Hold on, Discord server. We finna make this nigga famous today. Hold on. Hey, look, y'all. I'm gonna post this on Discord. I want everybody to go crazy on Discord. Hold on, let me drop this on Discord. Here goes his number right here. He said fuck Mo3 basically. So we finna get this nigga a welcome to Discord present. Here you go. Everybody go on the Discord server right now. I just dropped his number in Discord. I ain't gonna put it on here because you know what I'm saying. We keeping this video up. So everybody go to the Discord server. Look at that message. He says, "Say, bitch, this is whoever, aka Tyra." And he gave me his address. He said, "I can't come to Indy." He dared me to pull up. He's stepping about Yella. Ain't no talking. I got his message. He not about to play with me. Man, boy, you finna get boy. You don't know how much influence I got out here, dog. Watch what happened. He said, "This is what we doing." Yep, that's exactly what we doing, bitch. Now get the fuck off my phone. Yeah, that's exactly who it is, Mari. Cocoa Butter. That's who it is. Yeah, this goofy ass nigga. I don't know who you think I am. He talking about that's what we doing. Now he's scared. Nah, that's exactly what we doing. You put your address up there. We gonna definitely make you famous. Salute, Dex. What's up?
What's good with it, Ratchet? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
What's good, bro? I'm out here. I'm in Denton, about probably 30 minutes north of Dallas. I started tapping in when you was covering the Julio Fulio shit. But anyway, for the people that's saying that Earl Spence they don't think he involved and they don't think Mo3 was on his ass. Mo3 was on Earl ass. He was meddling them out here. If you out here, you know. They said he was showing up to the gym, to Earl Spence gym and shit, harassing them. And like I said, they allegedly said he was chasing them out there in Dallas when Earl Spence wrecked. So Mo3 was definitely on Earl Spence's ass. But the highway shit, Ratchet, that shit kind of weird. So you said you think people was already shooting at him prior to him pulling over? Or
Do I think what happened?
do you think people was shooting like at Mo3 prior to him stopping in the middle of the street?
Yeah.
You think it was like that BMW behind him?
Could have been. I think it was definitely somebody right there that it wasn't just that one car.
Nah, with you, because you see when he kind of swerved a little bit, that looked like a tire possibly got blew out. But my thing is, if somebody was shooting at him, we couldn't see no hands coming out the window or nothing.
No, I couldn't either.
And I slowed it down. I'm like, damn, I know they're not shooting through the damn windshield, but I mean, you never know. But I don't know, man. Shit it's weird that he stopped and got out. And was it? Like I said, I got to your channel late after the Mo3 case. Was it like a for sure thing that he didn't have no kind of pipe in the car?
We don't know. They never said.
Okay. I think when that shit come out, that's gonna make it sense.
Yeah, we never know. I mean, allegedly the gun got took out the car, but we don't know. I don't think we'll ever get that information.
Got you. So, and there was a dude on the. Actually, no, that was another one. That was another one. Never mind. But that's it, Ratchet. I just have to tap in with you, bro. I fuck with your channel, bro. You doing your thing, dog. Putting on for the city, man.
All right, salute, gang.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, y'all run that dude up on Discord, man. Mo3's drop the Discord link every live. Crazy. We've never had that many, man. I'm talking about we getting into that academics territory. And I told y'all we was gonna get there, gang. Y'all be thinking I'd be bullshit. I told y'all how big we was gonna be, and this year is the best year we've never had. Dog. We having the best month. This has just been a hell of a fucking. I'm having a hell of a year, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I'm having a hell of a year. I'm gonna drop this link in the Discord. I mean, not Discord. I'm gonna drop this link for y'all to come tonight. That's the y'all can go over and hit this link right here. That's the live for tonight. It's gonna take you out of this one. Just go like the video. It'll take y'all.
Already, y'all. So that is the update on Yella Beezy. Yella Beezy ran over and covered just the backdrop of like Mo3, Yella Beezy, and all of the other, characters of the story. I don't know. I live in Denver, not Dallas. So not for nothing. Okay. But we do know of Yella Beezy, right? Double platinum recording artist. Now that's on me. I believe T.I. endorsed Yella Beezy.
Not for nothing, Mo3. I don't know of Mo3's music per se, but when he was murdered, unfortunately, sometimes that is how things come around. In areas where you're not living, where the artist comes from, you may not know them. So not for nothing, but I did learn Mo3. After he was gunned down, and at the time it was the speculation of over a woman, but there were chatters in the streets about Yella Beezy and their beef. It has turned back around, circled the block, and came back up and got Yella Beezy in a murder for hire plot with two co-defendants, Devin Brown, and what was his name? The other guy, Hakeem, something like that. Okay, him. And so they are co-defendants, and so there's just a lot of he going to prison, he may get off. We are going to stay on the Yella Beezy murder for hire trial. It just started today. He did get his bond reduced from $2 million to $750,000. That was a good look. So let's hope that he does what he needs to do, so that whenever his trial, does commence to proceed, and like the judge told him, it's serious, nigga. So have your antennas up and your ass in attendance and in stepping formation for everything that you need to be accounted fucking for. Before we count your ass as inmate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's what that's doing. We're going to keep up on that. I want to thank all of the tea sippers for talking with me today, talking some tea with me. We're going to go ahead and look at our numbers. Our numbers look nice. We're almost at 15,000, right? We have reached our 1,796,040 views for the month. And I am so thankful that, you know what I'm saying, we are doing that. Like, it's just crazy. Now, what I do want to get on my tea sippers about, I'm going to need y'all every time y'all love on my posts, every time y'all engage with me, every time y'all got the comments commenting, to just simply go up there and click follow. If my follows match my views, like, we would be sitting here sipping champagne right now. Period. We would be celebrating, oh, Tanisha's got 1 million followers. We would be sipping champagne right now. If my followers match my my viewies, then we would be sipping champagne right now. Like, that's just how we be celebrating. And we're going to do that. So I really want y'all, when y'all like, when you comment, when you share, like, y'all are sharing, liking, and commenting and viewing my shit like crazy. I'm almost at 2 million views for the month. All I need y'all to do is follow. When you go in, click that follow. Hit that follow. I want to thank all the people that are. Let's go ahead and give a couple of shout outs to some of my followers. We got Good Vibes. Thanks for following Good Vibes. James Battle, Shauna McJunkin, Sean Wilson, Maria Cody, Jovan Williams, My Angels Secrets, Nene, Angela Dunklin, Bryce Smith, Anna Gonzalez, Tanaka Shitando, William Scott, Natasha Lofton, Kimberly Mahoney, Pretty Girl World, Jerome King, Dolores Mitchell Johnson, short story, Rose Hill Jr., Rhonda Page, Sheila Mae Aiken, Yvonne Bonner. Hi, Yvonne. How you doing, girlfriend? We got Regent Cat, Little D Hall. We got Frida Gang LLC, Ice King the Carpenter, Starfleet, Naomika. We got Dominique Washington, Charles Littlejohn, Sharon Guy, TL Blacknaw. We got a whole bunch of new followers. Oh my God. Tanisha Fan, you spell your name just like me. You're so pretty. Thank you for keeping it cute. Erica Bradley, Josette Townsend, Kathy Hopewell, Sharita Jones. Hey. Rhonda Wilson, girl. Nikki Lee. We got Glenn Mimi. We got John Trubman, and we also got another Tanisha Quinay. Girl, we got so many new followers. I can't even name all of y'all. We have got like 3,000 new followers in like 2 weeks, y'all. And it's just crazy. It's fucking crazy. So I really want to thank y'all so much. But like I said, I really want my followers to match my views. At least start coming in at a third. If I'm getting 1.5 million views in a month, and the month's not even over, I'm at 1,750,000 something. If I get a quarter of that, I'll be at like 35,000 views. Like, come on, y'all. That's crazy. That are 350,000. That's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. So I'm going to need y'all to start clicking on that follow fucking button. Or you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just start bringing y'all the hot heat. Like, I'm bringing y'all all the hot tea. Y'all so goddamn piping hot. I done burnt y'all tongue like 3 times already today. Y'all already know Yella Beezy bond got reduced and everything that's cracking lacking with it. Okay, it don't, hurt to hit that like button while y'all over here taking a peep. Hit that follow. 2 million of y'all over here taking a peep and won't even click on the follow. Y'all sipping this hot tea. Y'all want to keep it steamy? Hit that follow button. I'm going to come back with some more tea to sip with y'all. I really want to thank all of y'all. In these last 3.5 hours, we didn't have 250 people tuning in. I mean, we hot. We only been back up on Facebook talking tea for 6 months. You see what I'm saying? So we already, got almost 2 million views, 15,000 followers, and we hitting, 200-300 followers, viewers. So I appreciate all of y'all. We are also on Twitch. During this live, we had like 50 people on Twitch. We've been on Twitch 2 months. We had almost 2,000 followers over there on Twitch. So we need y'all to hit them follow buttons. Follow me over on Twitch. I am Tanisha Talks Tees on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitch. Just go and hit me up. Like, I had to start a new TikTok because I couldn't get into my old one, but I ain't tripping. I haven't uploaded nothing in a couple of weeks, but I'm gonna get my clips up there, uploaded and stuff. Thank you for running me up. Like, I run up little numbers on TikTok and it's cute. So thank y'all. We sipping. Like, it's a lot of tea to sip. While I'm packing, I'm gonna be back up here to unpack some more tea. We gonna heat it up, we gonna boil it up, we gonna sip it. When we move, I'm gonna, find me a cute little setty up. We're gonna sip some tea together. Y'all, it's nice, so it's probably gonna be outside somewhere under a cute little tree or on my balcony or something, and just talking tea, getting some cool air while we sip some tea together, y'all. That's how we're gonna be doing, the summertime lives. We gotta keep it cool while we sipping this steamy tea. Thank y'all so much. I'm Tanisha Talks Teas. I'm also setting up panels for y'all to come up on and talk with me on all of these things that are, things of the tea that we sipping. Like, it's so many different flavors of tea going on right now, y'all, in every area of the world. And we gotta sip some of it. So I'm looking at my inboxes, so don't think that, I'm not seeing y'all. It may take me a day or two to see, but you can email me at tanishatalk@gmail.com. I check my email every day. So you email me, let me know, when you can do a morning, afternoon, evening panel. We'll get some panels, talks going on. Whenever you can accommodate, you can just jump on. If you see me live and I say panel talk night, panel talk morning, panel talk afternoon. Yeah. And we're going to do that. We also have our group chats. Our group chats on Messenger, Tanisha Talk Tea Topics. So we got like 150 people over there where, we talk tea. And every day I'm updating y'all on different clips, lives. All of the tea topics are always going through our group chat in Messenger. Tanisha Talks Teas Hot Tea Topics. Okay, so make sure you're in there Be there when, you know what I'm saying, we're giving things away, when we're celebrating milestones and we're reached, because you never know, I might give stars to my followers that are on a live watching whenever we, you know, celebrate a milestone, or like, oh, 1 million views, oh, 2 million views, oh, 15,000 followers, whatever. Then, you know what I'm saying, be there, because you don't want to be you know, in the orbit but not catching these stars. So I be giving out stars when I do my milestone celebrations. Okay, so I'm gonna jump off here now and eat some chili and see what else is out here to toss some tea. I might come back up here tonight. There's a lot of different stuff that I, you know, am seeing going around. I'm posting about it, but it's just some things that I don't put in my spirit. Like a lot of these homicides and things like that of children and stuff, I really don't like talking about them, but I will if I deem necessary to sip some tea on it with y'all. However, y'all know topics of those natures are always, you know, triggers for most mothers, parents, you know, family, things like that. So if you don't have it on your heart at the moment to, you know, talk some understanding about what the fuck is going on out here with our kids and, you know, our beloved family members and things like that, then just join me on another live when we're not talking about something so sensitive and hurtful. Thank you. Bye.
This is Tanisha Talks the Tease. Thanks for watching. Remember to show your support by liking, subscribing, and sharing. It's a blessing. Keep your teacups filled and ready for my next upload. Until then, stay inspired and remember, always stay dipping.